Welcome back to Brand Start channel where we help you with your brand building journey and entrepreneurial career. My name is Leonard Drape and let's jump right in with the 5 powerful advice that I want to share with you coming from various successful entrepreneurs. Starting with the first advice, dream big, start small. And this comes from Monsi Serrano, founder and CEO of the Philippine and Business News.
For me, when I started small. Dream big, start small. Most of the young entrepreneurs that I see right now, they're in a hurry. They want to succeed right away. Rome wasn't built in 3 days, so you have
Yeah.
to be very, very patient. For the pitfalls of our young people right now, they want to be in a hurry. They want to try to imitate other business. Create your
Yeah.
own business. Create your own idea. Trust your idea. And
Mhm.
if you don't have money, try other people to bankroll on it. Don't rush too much kasi business would take 3 to 5 years bago mag-thrive yan. Yan yung
Yeah.
gestation period niyan.
Number 2 advice is find your purpose, not your passion. And this comes from Jade Kalingasan, founder and CEO of Woody Bags Mushroom Farm.
When you finally find your purpose, you will do whatever it takes kahit gaano kahirap. Not like when I was teaching, gawa lang ako ng lesson plan, but I find it hard, so I don't want to do it. But in Woody Bags, I don't know, no matter how hard it is, sometimes I get surprised that at the end of the day, we were able to do it. I and my husband would go home at 8 p.m. and then would later prepare for the next day. Would
Wow.
wake up at 4. But it's just fine. It's okay.
Yeah.
Because finally we find our purpose, and that's you mentioned earlier, diba? Sometimes we just see the success of these entrepreneurs. We
Yeah.
wanted to be like them, and sometimes we tend to forget to look at what were the challenges that they had to surpass. What are the things that they had to give up? What are the things that they had to sacrifice? So
Yeah.
when you finally find your purpose, you can sacrifice anything. You're always up for the challenge, no matter how hard it is.
Number 3 advice is don't wait for a perfect product before launching your business. And this comes from Marco Katigbak, co-founder and former marketing director of Felipe and Sons.
You don't need a perfect product to launch a business. I wouldn't spend so much time nowadays conceptualizing everything to all the details, as long as I had a general idea of what it was gonna go, and then I would pick what I can execute on real quick and make sure that my customer sees it, get their input so that I can make it better based on real feedback and not my own. Could be biased, it could be naive ideas, because a lot of things that we did at Felipe and Sons were our own internal ideas that didn't fly. We thought, there wasn't anything we can do that would be wrong. We learned quickly that there are a lot of things that we can do, and they're all wrong. So getting things in front of customers and getting their feedback is a lot will help you to make your journey a lot faster. Moving into a past experience after Felipe and Sons, I would start with, we were lucky with Felipe and Sons. It was a big investment. It was risky, but it worked. But it doesn't always work that way. So if you can start small, words from my father, start small.
In just a second, we'll be getting into the 4th advice, which I think a lot of entrepreneurs usually fail at in starting a business. But before that, if you've been getting value from this video, can you hit the like button, say a comment, and please don't forget to subscribe. Going back to our number 4 advice, and I hope you listen closely to this, is know your numbers. And this comes from Feliz Lucas, founder and CEO of Lucas Studios.
Did the figures, how much is going to be the rental for a year, and how much would be my construction cost, and creating an allowance for it as a contingency of around 30% or times 3. So I would multiply it times 3 because there would always be surprise expenses, correct? So I would have that allowance for me. And then I computed it. So let's say it's a compounded cost of, let's say, 10 million. From 10 million, if I divided it in 12 months, and in that 12 months, so let's get our calculator on. So let's
do
say,
the math.
10 million. So I would compute. So 10 million divided by 12 months, that's 833 a month. Shucks. So how much am I supposed to, let's say we're
You're earning.
operating at 25 days in a month. So that's 25 days. So I need to be earning at least 33,000 a day. So I was asking, kid, what work or what service can I do to make sure that I would be able to earn at the very least 33,000 and then work from there. So eventually that was very important for me. I had a goal of satisfying a monetary income by the day because that was the pandemic. So that was my way of working during the pandemic.
Our number 5 and last advice is treat your mistakes as learning curves. And this comes from H. Marcel, founder and CEO of H Audio Technologies.
I don't take them as mistakes. I take them as learning curves, I guess.
Yeah.
Right? People will always look at the things that they regret in life, the mistakes that they made in life, but they don't see that those aren't really mistakes. Those are learning curves. When you make a mistake, it's because you keep repeating it over and over and over again. I never believe in problems. I always believe that it's just a situation and it becomes a problem if you don't try to actually fix the situation.
There you have it. 5 powerful advice that I hope can help you in starting your business and building a successful entrepreneurial career. If you want to learn more from these successful entrepreneurs and hear their stories on how they built their brands, you can actually check out my Brand Start podcast, and you will find the link down in the description box below. Once again, I appreciate all your support. Thank you so much for watching, and until then, as I'd always tell you, dare to dream big.